Peter picked a peck of pipers. Peter picked
Are you performing somewhere?
on the camera.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Peter picked a peck of piper. Peter Piper picked a peck. Peter Piper picked a... What does he pick?
Pack of pickled
A pack.
peppers? I have no
Is
idea.
it a pack of pickled peppers? Where do you buy a pack of pickled peppers, and why would you pick such pack?
I have no
I'd
idea.
rather sell seashells
by the seashore.
That makes far more
That's
sense
why
to me.
that's the one I picked.
Okay.
That's why I'm the voice of the family.
Yes. 'Cause I don't pick pickled pepper packs.
Yeah. Hi,
Hello.
we're the Tuckers.
Yes.
I'm Steph.
I'm Rick.
That's right.
Hear that animal in the background? Something's dying down there. I'm not sure what's happening. So this past week, we did a toy challenge with the kids. Each one had their backpack and whatever toys they wanted to fit into that backpack to play with for the week. So maybe what we want is 3 piles. So put all your stuff in your pile and then we'll see what fits into your backpack.
Okay. Me. No, me. Oh.
Let's look at the size of the backpack versus the size of stuff. So I don't think it's all gonna fit. So take the things you want the very most first.
These? You mean these?
Whatever you want to play with the most. You like it?
Yes, and it's my new one.
You love your new backpack?
It's a mini truck.
All right.
Who's up next?
These guys, my Pokeball. These guys. These.
Do you have more room than you thought?
Yep. But
That'll keep you happy for the week?
maybe I should. Oh,
Now
I'm
you
scared
can.
of Thunder.
Remember, you guys can share toys. And now the finale.
So there are some extra things here if you decide you want a couple.
All right, so this is the first few hours of a week of living toy-wise out of a backpack.
Yeah.
Turn around, show us your backpacks.
We don't need your.
I didn't say show me your butts. Their choices may have been a little, how do you say, not what they normally play with at all.
Yeah. Although Gavin picked toys that he normally played with, like people,
Yes.
and he didn't really play with them very much for some reason
Oh no,
this week.
he had one favorite toy
It was weird.
the entire week.
A TV remote control. Yeah, I think the choices. Preston picked some toys that he doesn't really normally play with, and Alex. They just picked very little. Also, not only
Yes.
what they picked was a little surprising, but they picked very little amount of toys, like 3 or 4 things.
Wait,
Small things.
did Gavin pick the most toys
Yes,
and he had the smallest bag?
yes, because he picked a lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. But they didn't play much with the toys at all. Like, I mean, they played with some of them, of course, but they ended up playing with, like, board games we have around the house, because board games and books didn't count in this particular little challenge. So they played with board games around the house, and
They sat around the house looking bored a few times.
the first, every once in a while, or at the beginning,
Like the first hour.
there was a little adjustment
Yes.
period. Yeah, well, after about an hour or so, when Preston comes up to me and said, "Mom, I'm bored," I was a little bit worried. But then they adjusted. They adjusted pretty quickly, I would say, after that first, maybe after that second day. They didn't complain about it. They didn't, well, other than Gavin asked for some of the toys, and he,
Yes.
is 3.5.
Yeah, we
So-
we expected the biggest struggle from him.
Yeah, so he would ask a couple times and not fully understand why he couldn't go behind that closet where all his toys were. But after that, though, he just played with stuff, and
Yeah.
he was okay. He was good. Now, we did get a little bit more back to normal this week in terms of homeschool started up again. We had couple field trips planned or activities planned, and so that took us out of the house a bit more. That made a difference, whereas before it was like
All free for all.
Christmas
all the time.
vacation mode, and they just did whatever they want. So that might have had a role in how well this toy challenge went, perhaps. I don't know. But they did pretty good.
I wonder what.
You literally just got all your toys back.
And you don't know what to do?
I had enough from the food.
Okay, well then we
Okay.
can go do something else. All right, so there was 4 results that we found from this toy challenge for the kids. There was a lot less cleaning up, which is
Yes.
always a good
Yes.
a good thing in my book. And a lot less nagging at them. Nagging, kindly encouraging them to clean up their messes, and which usually would result in it's too big of a mess. They were still happy and found things to do. So even though they didn't play with their toys a lot of the time, they found things to do. They played chess, they played different games,
They built a fort.
Oh yeah, they built a pretty cool looking fort that we kept up almost the whole week,
Yes.
even though it was kind of in the way a little bit, but which they loved playing in. We did homeschool in.
Inside, we have an Alexa, which is unplugged. We have a storage for our gratitude journals. And then we also have 2 displays of lights. Let me turn this one on. And then we have a globe, a tissue box, and a little lamp that's not turned on right now. And that's all.
Awesome work, buddy.
They found ways to occupy their time. Kids don't need that many toys. They really don't, even
Surprise,
though they think
surprise.
they do.
Yeah.
Which we kind of already knew, but
We want them to learn it on their own. So it's
Totally,
less, so we're not taking toys away. They're choosing to give them up.
yes, it's much easier that way. It's their choice. Like we mentioned before, there was a bit of an adjustment period, but it didn't last too long, and kids adapt quickly to whatever gets thrown at them, really, I think.
Yes.
Then the last thing I noticed was that when it was time to go somewhere, it wasn't a big fight to leave. I don't want to go. There's times, sadly, when even though it's something they're going to love to do, they're resistant to going. I think just because, I don't know, maybe because of the toys that are here, maybe they're tired. Who knows what the reason is, but I just didn't notice much of that this week.
Yes. They're resistant sometimes to going to go have fun and have to part with their toys,
Although it's mostly Alex, it's our
Yes.
oldest.
but it can
Mostly
be
him.
insane sometimes with them.
Which he's always happy, and we have to force him to go and force him to do it, and he always ends up happy at the end. But yeah, it's strange.
Getting him there can be a real
Struggle some
fun
days.
time.
So those are the 4 things, the 4 big things that we noticed, how this toy challenge impacted them in a good way.
Yes.
I don't know that there's really any negative from it. I don't think there was any negative. There wasn't any more fighting or anything like that. If anything, it seemed like there was less fighting to me.
Yeah, I don't know what. No.
It was a good experience all around. Highly
Yes.
recommend. And it's definitely prompted us to really cut down the amount of toys
Yes.
or brought to me. At least the stuff that I know that they really don't care about that much. Or that.
Yes. I mean, they clearly identified the toys they really like and the ones they missed,
Mhm.
which was mainly Legos and Magnetiles. Basically, things they can build with, they missed.
Yeah,
Because
that's
that's really what they like to do is to build things.
That's pretty much all they do. They build over and over again. They play a little bit with what they build, but it's mostly like then rebuilding it, making something new. That's what they enjoy. So.
Yes.
We also interviewed the kids, and here are their thoughts.
The toy challenge, I didn't really like because I didn't have enough toys.
Okay, so quick question.
What?
So of all the toys you have downstairs, do you think maybe you'd be better off not having them all? So what's been at least something good from this toy challenge?
But I didn't need to really clean up much.
What's one thing you hate to do?
Clean up.
Yes. So maybe now that we've experienced life with fewer toys, a lot fewer, only enough to fit into
A giant backpack, but it only stuffs the bottom
Yes.
and then the top. I really need more toys in this.
yes, you guys, for starters, you barely put any toys in here.
Yes. Because there's mostly Playmobiles, guys.
Yes. And when mostly what you play with is Legos and Magnetiles
Yes. So I could add a stack of Magnetiles in here.
and a whole set of Legos, and maybe you would have had a much better week.
Mhm.
So what you're telling me is you missed your Legos
And Magnetiles.
and the Magnetiles.
Yeah.
Those are the two toys you wish you could have played with more. So do you think it'd be a good idea to get rid of some of those extra toys that you guys don't play with, didn't really miss?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. So, final verdict from Alex is that you didn't like the challenge because you packed the wrong toys. If you had Legos and Magnetiles, it would have been a lot more fun. And now you've learned that a lot of your toys you don't need
Are in this.
are in the bag. And that maybe if you stuff the bag full of Legos and Magnetiles, you'd be a lot better off.
Yeah.
You're awesome. Oh, and by the way, why is your face blue? What does your tongue look like?
A lollipop. Lollipop blue.
Show me that blue tongue. You're like a blue tongue skink.
What's a skink?
It's a lizard. All right, buddy. So, what did you think about the 1 week toy challenge?
Good.
Are you glad you picked the toys you picked? Would you have wanted different toys?
No.
You had enough toys in your backpack.
Yes.
So, we can get rid of all of the rest of your toys that aren't in your backpack.
Ah!
Is that a no? Did you enjoy not having to clean up? Did you enjoy the toys you had? Did you want more toys to play with?
Yes.
Which ones would you like?
Magnetiles.
And
Legos.
all right, so your final opinion, was a week a success? Did you learn anything new about toys you like to play with? Do you think we can get rid of some of your extra toys now?
Yes.
Okay, good. I think we're done.
Hi. Hi.
My name
My name is Ken.
is.
I am. Me.
Was it hard to just play with just the backpack toys?
Mm-hmm.
It was hard. Did you miss any other toys?
Mm-hmm.
What toys did you miss?
I love my toys.
All of your toys?
I missed. But there's some in my backpack.
Yeah, there's some in your backpack. Did you play with your backpack toys a lot, or did you play with other things?
There's a other thing and my backpack toys.
A little bit of both.
And I love you. Papa.
Do you think it'll be easy
Yeah.
or hard when we travel and you just have the toys in your backpack?
Hard.
It will be hard. Do you think you could pick more toys? Yeah, you would pick more toys.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes.
Are you a happy boy?
Yes. I missed a lot.
Yeah. So next time, you just need to put more stuff in your backpack.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Not a lot in my backpack.
Oh.
I mean a lot in my backpack. Ooh, what's this?
If you can hear this right now that they have all their toys back, they're debating downstairs who's going to clean what. The fun is already starting.
The fun of
again.
cleaning up is already starting. Ultimately, our goal is to have less stuff and more living. No matter where we end up or how it ends up looking like, that is the ultimate goal.
Yes. We want to teach our kids that stuff isn't going to make them happy. That with all the stuff that they buy, they acquire, they have, along with that stuff comes maintenance. As they're learning this week or learned last week, all those toys they didn't have didn't require cleaning up. That's something I'm a fan of. I'm not a fan of maintaining things. I know for a lot of people, they love maintaining their yard, maintaining their cars. They take a lot of pride in their work and enjoy doing that.
And that's wonderful. That's what they want to do. That's awesome.
It's just not my thing.
We just want it a little different.
Yes. We want to be able to live a life where we value our time. We do what we want with our time. So if we don't enjoy doing something, we find a way to minimize that and do the things that we enjoy and love together. What are we challenging ourselves with this week?
I need to have a better, I think more of a morning routine, so to speak. I got my workouts down and stuff. I'm feeling tired throughout the day. I don't know why. I'm going to bed earlier. I am waking up earlier. I don't know if it's just an adjustment period or I'm not used to this new schedule yet. I'm not sure. But I think I need to incorporate a little bit more Zen time. I don't know how to call it. Just quiet time for myself.
Self-care.
To ponder self-care.
Self-care is the word.
Self-care. So I need to figure out where to put that into my day. I haven't figured out the details yet, but that's what I'm going to be working on. The other thing that I'm going to spend some time on this week is just as a result of this toy challenge, realizing they don't play with or care about really the majority of the stuff. I think I'm going to try and go through that and sell, donate.
So for you this week, it's more self-care and getting yourself into a routine so you feel more energized.
Yes.
And working on getting rid of a lot of those extra toys that we didn't need in the kids.
They didn't really miss
Yes.
a lot of them.
Okay. Oh, I guess I've got to
Do you
work
have
on
something?
I've got to continue refining my process. So I have, over this past week, I've been staying up for an extra hour and a half or so, watching random things on either Netflix or Hulu or something. And I think that's really kind of gotten in the way of me being energized in the morning.
Yeah, because you stay in bed a lot later.
Yes. So I've slept in a few mornings.
Which sleeping in sometimes is not a bad thing.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying I've kind of let in that.
But maybe like once a week
Yeah.
to do that.
What else do I need to work on? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Maybe I have to work on my self-care too. Getting a more solid routine in the morning. A more solid evening routine to replace my binge watching. I don't need to finish every night with a half-hour episode of something.
Ultimately, we have a lot of goals and things we're trying to do, and I'm trying not to put them on too quick either, because then what happens when I feel like I have to change all these things, I basically drop all of them and nothing happens, no change.
You get
Get
overwhelmed, you get paralyzed, and
Mhm.
you're done.
Yeah, so I'm really trying to do like baby steps, one little thing at a time. So that's why we're not setting two crazy things every week,
Yes.
so that we can actually stick to them and make it happen.
And at least know for me, mindset is 80% of the battle.
Yes, and that's the hardest thing to change.
Yes. So that's a lot of work there. And
Mhm.
I think at least admitting we have a problem,
Is the first
that's
step.
the first step. We have a problem with our mindset.
We have a problem, and we're working on it.
Yes.
All right, guys. Till next time.
And he's not a meaty butt.
Should we say that
And on that
again?
note,